you should definitely listen to this.
Okay.
Ever scrolled through TikTok and wondered how some of those creators get so rich? Well, today, we're diving into a story that's wilder than fiction.
Okay.
This is insane. This is absolutely insane. This was a podcast generated completely for free using AI. The two hosts that you're listening to here are completely AI generated, and it is absolutely insane the capability that this tool has given to us in this present year. We have seen the huge rise in the AI space in the last 2 years. A lot of big creators and even small creators are diving into the AI space, and a lot of big creators have actually ditched their regular content creation and are focusing on podcasts because that's where the money is. If you've always wanted to get into podcasts but you've had no way or no idea of how to get started with podcasts, this is your goal. It is completely insane how easy it is now to create a podcast with two hosts completely for free using AI. Now, this tool is an absolute game changer. If you're not taking advantage of this tool, then you're sleeping. Now, the tool I'm talking about is Notebook LM. It's from Google. It's Google's podcast generator. It has a lot of features, and let's just get started. Let me walk you through the capability or the possibility of this tool and what you can do with this. We know that podcast is huge now, as a lot of brands are mostly willing to pay podcast hosts or podcast creators huge amounts for their content, because podcast is a long form and there's a lot of room for creators to talk about brand deals and products. So companies are actually leaning towards paying podcast creators way more than any other creator to promote their products. It is absolutely insane how much money people are making from actually doing podcasts, and you can get started today for free, completely free. You do not have to worry about anything. You don't have to buy a mic, you don't have to record yourself, you don't have to look for guests. You can just look for your sources, get your content, and let AI create a podcast for you. It is that simple. Now, if we go on Google's Notebook LM's website, I'll leave all the links in the description if you want to get started with this website. It is notebooklm.google. Now, you can just come here and click on Try Notebook LM. Once you click on Try Notebook LM, it will take you to a page where you can actually create a new podcast. Now, if I click on Create New, there are different ways that you can go about creating the podcast with this Notebook LM. Now, you can either choose between uploading a Google Doc. Let's say you have a lot of PDFs that you've compiled together and it's in a Google Drive. You can upload the link to the Google Drive, or you can directly drag and drop the PDF here, or you could use Google Slides. The other ways are through normal links. So it could be a Wikipedia link or a random link from any website, or it could be a YouTube link. And that's the crazy part about this. You can directly drag a YouTube video link and put it here, and it will completely generate a podcast from a video. It is insane. I'm going to show you how you can do this easily. You don't have to worry about the complications because it is super easy. Now, you can also write your own text. If you want to create your own podcast with your own original contents, then you can do that by just copying your text and pasting it here. Now, let's say I want to use the YouTube link. I'll just click on YouTube link here, and then I'll go over to YouTube and copy whatever link I have. So let's just say I'm here on YouTube. Let me just look for a link. Let's say this TikToker star scam 22 million. Now, I have not seen the video prior to this. I'm just going to copy it, and I'm going to see the context of the video that of the video that the AI is going to give me. So I'm just going to copy the link like this, click on share, copy, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to paste the link, and I'm going to click on insert. I've already done this. So this is actually the summary of the video. Now, that video I just showed you now, this is the summary. This is the summary that Notebook LM gave me. So he said, the YouTube video transcript details the alleged $22 million cryptocurrency and NFT scam perpetrated by TikTok influencer Mayo. I've not watched this video, but I'm thinking that's the name of the person in the video. So I came here and I asked the AI, what is this video about? And it gave me a summary of everything that happened in the video. This is absolutely insane. This YouTube video is about a TikToker named Micah who allegedly scammed investors out of $22 million through fraudulent NFT projects. Here is a breakdown of the key points. Micah's background. Micah, 23, gained popularity on TikTok by sharing crypto and investment advice. NFT scheme. Micah and his friend Gabe allegedly created their own NFTs, promoted them using Micah's online presence, and then sold off and abandoned the projects. Now, this is what actually happened in that video. This took about 30 seconds for the AI to understand what the video is about or what's in the content of the video, and then it gave me this summary. It is absolutely insane. It took like 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Now, I clicked on generate. So once you've uploaded your sources or your link or your text, whatever it is, you click on generate, and it generated me an entire 27 minutes podcast with 2 hosts. This is mind-blowing. This is a game changer. So if you've always wanted to get into the podcast space and you've had no idea how to get started, this is your goal. This is the easiest way for you to start creating podcasts. Now, this can work for any niche that you're into. If you want to create news online, you want to create news with this, you can create news like an actual TV station. You can talk about sports. You could talk about the weather. You could talk about anything. You could talk about entertainment, whatever it is. You could talk about, I know the ancient aliens is actually trending now. It's a huge topic right now on social media and all over social media and YouTube. You could get into that niche if that's what you're into. You could talk about AI. You could talk about anything, and you can create the podcast regardless of how long you want the podcast to be. If you want the podcast to be 10 hours for each episode, this AI is going to let you do that. It is insane. Now look at the podcast that he generated for me. Mind-blowing. I am absolutely blown away.
A 23-year-old claiming to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
A string of NFT projects. And a whole lot of angry investors.
Wow.
Get ready for a wild ride. We're using a YouTube video investigation by Ray William Johnson to guide our deep dive today, so buckle up.
So what's so fascinating about this story is that it really embodies, I think, the dreams and the anxieties of the digital age.
Right.
You know, we're constantly bombarded with these images of overnight success and wealth online.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to fall for the allure of these get-rich-quick.
It is absolutely insane. Podcast creators are making millions of dollars from building a brand, the podcast brand. They are making millions of dollars. They're making hundreds of thousands of dollars with podcasts. A lot of companies now are advertising on podcast channels. It is super insane now for you to start creating a podcast. You can do this easily, and once you're done, you can just download this video like this. Click here, and then you download it. And then if you want to upload this to Spotify, to Apple Podcasts, or whatever podcast, or YouTube podcast, because they have a dedicated podcast platform for podcast, audio podcast, you can absolutely do that. Or you can also do that and then do a regular video podcast from just using images, animated or AI generated images, and then you match that up with a simple video editor, and you have a podcast, and you can start posting podcasts daily. You don't have to do the work. Now the work has been done for you. AI has done the work for you completely, free of charge. This is absolutely free. I don't know how long Google is going to let this be free, but I think you should take this opportunity, as it is absolutely insane. If you found this tutorial useful, I have a lot of other useful tutorials for you that you could help you to make money online, to teach you the basics of artificial intelligence, faceless channels, all that good stuff. You can just go over to my channel. You're going to find value. I hope you found this useful. I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe to not so you don't miss any other video I drop when it comes to using tools like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.